Nah, you
Nope.
ain't up.
No, there ain't nobody up here.
Yeah.
None of you.
There ain't nobody on the
States,
bench.
can you see me, Mr. State's Attorney?
Nope. I can see you. Can you see me over at the other table?
I can see the dude with the toupee.
It's not a toupee.
Okay, well, whatever that thing is on top of your head, that mop. Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting. Well, I'm here, and some folks can see me, some folks cannot.
I if it makes it helpful, Your Honor, I could see everybody in the room.
Well, we can hear you. I think
That's
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 we're
what's
gonna.
I can
matter.
hear
important
you.
part.
So yeah.
I'm a firm presence in the room regardless. Okay, Mr. Taylor, you're here. Is the state? Are you here, ready to proceed?
Okay.
Not ready for this.
Oh, get ready for.
Yes, Your Honor. The state
Alright, here we go.
is ready to proceed. I'd just like to advise the
I
members
guess
of the
you know.
court that we will be streaming any video as evidence to the auditorium display on their screen.
Court would take judicial notice of that use of courtroom technology. Appreciate that. Mr. Taylor, I understand that you are representing yourself today in today's proceedings. Is that right?
Yeah, apparently the lawyer I thought I was going to have decided he was going to take another role, which I didn't know about. So yeah, I guess I'm here by myself, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Saylor, I'm here if you need me.
Well, actually, I tell you what,
Mudbone.
Mudbone, come up here and help represent me, my man. You know what choice I got in the matter.
Oh no.
I got nothing to lose.
I mean, I much appreciate this because you make
Huh.
me look like a saint.
Other desk. Other desk.
Other
Mud.
desk.
Oh, sorry.
Great
No,
stuff.
I'm relatively fresh, relatively new to this. It's been a while.
Is there anyone checking for people?
You walked right past him.
I didn't see anyone out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
so did I,
Court's
to
already
be
in
honest.
session.
He's not,
Yeah,
he's not doing a
right
very
there.
good
He's
job.
right there at the front door,
You're-
sir.
Your Honor, the state's going to file the motion with your office earlier to amend the charges. For the court's record, that's going to be one count
Oh,
of
God.
Penal Code Section 78702, false imprisonment. One count 784.03 battery. One count 838.022 official misconduct. One count 784.045 aggravated battery. 784.011 assault. Two counts 918.13 tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, and one count 777.03 accessory after the fact for attempted murder.
All right. I'm seeing that as let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I didn't say this
7,
having it
8
phone
different
at him.
counts. Okay.
God
Um,
damn.
Mr. Saylor, are you prepared to plead guilty or not guilty to those 8 counts?
Oh, what do you tell me to do? Mudbone.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Saylor.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, is your client prepared to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty or no contest to those 8 different counts?
How you plead?
I don't know. How do you think I should plead?
He's not guilty, Your Honor.
All right. Defendant enters a plea of not guilty in all 8 counts. Mr. Jones, are you satisfied that your client is of sound mental presence and is able to make a intelligent decision regarding that plea?
Do you want to do an insanity plea?
No, I ain't insane.
He's sane, Your Honor, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Well, let's we can proceed to this matter. Is the state going to waive opening statements, or are you going to want to make them?
Why couldn't I have gotten Mudbone as my lawyer?
You should have
The
thought
state will
about him. I
go ahead and
forgot
make
he
an
was a
opening statement,
lawyer.
Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Saylor, it's my understanding
knew,
you
but I
waived your right
forgot.
to a jury trial, and instead we're opting to have a bench trial. Are you? Is that your understanding as
Mudbone
well?
would have been perfect for chapter lawyer.
Well, I mean, I never put much thought into it, but yeah, that's fine.
Sailor's going to
Yeah,
jail.
yeah, we'll
Okay,
go with
great.
that.
That's good. Okay, well, good, because we don't have a jury here, and that'd be real difficult
Yeah,
if we did.
no.
Well, I guess we could pick 6 of these folks. At any rate, Mr. Law, you may proceed. You feel free to move about the will of the court.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Trooper Saylor entrusted with the public trust to enforce the laws to the best of his ability while upholding the same laws he swore to protect. The state is going to make a case showing that Trooper Saylor did willfully disregard his duty to the public and to the state by committing the crimes previously mentioned. The state will be showing multiple forms of evidence, including photographs and video recordings, as well as a recording of Trooper Sailor's own confession.
Do we want to go to the auditorium where they'll
That
do
was-
stuff?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Law. Mr. Jones, would you like to make an opening statement?
Tell me whenever.
Get up there and tell them how great trooper I am and how many tickets I wrote for this damn department.
Okay, all right, Mr. Sailor, I got you. Sorry, Your Honor,
Actually, no,
I'm freshly appointed to the Mr. Sailor's case.
I understand.
was-
I didn't even know you went to law school.
Chad's
Yeah,
actually called up
I
as a
did after I
witness.
got shammed out of a job. So, my client,
Oh, my
Mr.
bad.
Alex
Chad's actually
Sailor,
called up as a witness.
is a decorated San Andreas Highway Patrol trooper. Over the course of his career, he has wrote many traffic citations for legitimate traffic infractions. And I'm sure that the state has no case against him. That is all.
All right.
What a
Mr.
great lawyer.
Jones, Mr. Law, call your first witness.
You're fucked.
You're fucking
Yeah.
piece
Yes,
of
Your Honor. I'd like to call Mr. Chad Miller to the stand.
Oh, that's you.
Here we go.
Yeah, dude.
I see. I wish the dog was here.
Where am I supposed
Come
to
right
go?
up here, sir. I'm gonna be on this side over here.
Oh.
Madam Clerk,
You
you'll
can
swear
just
the witness
enter
in.
this box right here.
I see the judge. He's sitting on the floor.
There it is.
Like, I see the judge now.
God damn it.
Mr. Law, the witness is with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, my boy Chad. Chad's up there.
Mr. Miller, do you recognize the defendant?
Yeah, dude, that's the Trooper Sailor, dude.
Okay, and in which context are you familiar with the defendant?
What do you mean? Like, what is context? Like, what?
How do you know him? And what?
Oh, he's like pulled me over a few times, and he's also the one that he beat the shit out of me behind my house, dude.
Okay, can you tell us the events of the night where he assaulted you, sir?
Yeah, dude. So like, I was hanging out with my buddy Jackson and my buddy Matthias, who just got into town that day, and we were going to go catch a bus to go show him, around up in the county. And I got a call from, Trooper Sailor, and he was like, "Hey, Chad, I need to talk to you, dude." And like, I was like, "All right, what do you need to talk to me about? You're already
I
calling
understand
me,
the
like,
spicy
yo, what's
so.
up?" He, like demanded to know where I was. And I was like, we're about to catch a bus, we're about to go, hang out, show Matthias around town. And he's like, all right, stay there. So like, a few minutes go by and he rolls up, and like, he tells Matthias and Jackson to get lost and basically tells me to get in the car and like, so like, I didn't have really any other choice. Like I got in the car and like he started demanding to know like questions like where I get my weed from and like who sells the weed and we go for like a drive and then eventually we end up back at my house, dude. And like we're like in my backyard and like he starts asking where the weed farms are and then he like hits me over the head a few times, dude.
Sir, when he hit you over the head, were you still in handcuffs?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, sir. When you were in the car and you arrived at the house, was there anything Trooper Sailor did to you?
Yeah, dude. Like, he was asking like why I was buying the weed, and I told him, like I needed to get a buzz, and like so he like said, "I'll give you a buzz, Chad." Grabbed me by the hair and like slammed my head into his dash, dude.
Yeah, John. So, after you arrived at the house, what transpired next? Did he pull you out of the vehicle?
Yeah, he pulled me out of the vehicle and like we went into my that's when we went into my backyard. He was like, "Look at this, Chad, it's a beautiful place to like, grow weed, isn't it?" And I was like, "Nah, dude, I don't grow weed no more, dude." And
Oh,
like,
Carlos is here.
he started just immediately like asking, where the weed farms were. Like, I told him I didn't have any weed farms or anything, and like he was like, "Give me someone else's," and then he just continued to beat the shit out of me, dude.
Yana,
Yes, Mr. Jones.
can I object to his statement there about slamming the dash on the head?
Sure. What are your grounds?
Mr. Sailor
Okay,
never
can you
slammed his
step it-
dash on the head.
Okay, that sounds like material that's ripe for cross-examination, Mr. Jones. So objection is overruled.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm again fresh out of the fucking academy.
I understand, Mr. Jones. Mr. Law, you proceed.
Yes. So after he pulled you out of the vehicle, and took you took you to your backyard and started questioning you about the weed farm. Is that when he assaulted you?
Yeah, dude.
At any point of time, did he have his canine with him?
Yeah, the entire time, dude.
Can you describe the actions of the canine?
Like, well, when she wasn't like, shitting all over my yard, dude, she was like all up in my like groin and shit. Like, I swear she was about to chomp off my family jewels, and like, I swear, like, Sailor like wanted her to do it, dude.
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness.
Thank you, Mr. Law. Mr. Jones, any cross-examination?
Oh yeah.
Witness is with you.
Okay, Mr. Miller, was it?
Yeah, dude.
Mr. Miller, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you a active drug user?
Well, like, I wouldn't say I'm an active drug user. I would say that I'm more along the lines of like a recreational marijuana smoker.
Mr. Miller, go ahead. Hold on. Mr. Law, what's the grounds for your objection?
Your Honor, the witness isn't on trial.
I'm establishing credibility of the witness.
Yeah, I think credibility is always relevant. I don't think it's prejudicial. I think,
Withdrawn.
Well, okay, withdrawn and overruled. So proceed, Mr. Jones.
Okay, so you're an active drug user, yes, Mr. Miller?
I wouldn't say an active drug user, more along the lines of recreational marijuana smoker from time to time.
Recreational marijuana smoker. And is it true that you also cultivate and grow your own marijuana?
I have in the past, but since I got caught for it, I have not done it since, dude.
Do you sell marijuana, Mr. Miller?
No, I do not, dude. I grow it and cultivate it for personal use only, dude.
Oh, Jackson's
All
just
right, Mr.
sitting here
Miller.
like I do.
So, on another question, how did you first encounter Mr. Sailor?
Like, he called me and like demanded to know where I was, and like I told him, we're over at the bus station, and then he drove up, and that's where he came to me, dude.
Okay, and when he came to you, what happened from there?
Well, when he came up, he basically told my friends Jackson and Matthias that they needed to get lost and that I had to come with him, like I had no choice, dude.
So you were detained at that time by a law enforcement officer. And when you got into Mr. Sailor's vehicle, where did y'all proceed to go?
Like, we went on a drive, we left there, like, he had asked me where I got my weed from, and I told him it was from a guy named Steve from Grove Street. So, like, we drive down, he ends up taking me towards Grove Street where I normally see Steve, and, like, he's like, "Do you see Steve here?" And I was like, "Nah, dude, Steve's not around, dude." And then after we went from there, we started driving around, and we drove back towards my house, and that's where we went towards my house, dude.
Okay, once you got to your house, what happened from there?
He was like asking me some questions and stuff, dude, like, why I was buying the weed. And, I told him I needed to get a buzz, because, like, I don't drink because I don't like the way alcohol makes me feel. So, like, that's why I smoke weed instead, dude. because it makes me feel like good without all the hangover and stuff of an alcohol buzz. So like I told him, I was getting just a little bit of weed because I needed a buzz, and that's when he like grabbed me by the head and said, "I'll give you a buzz, Chad."
Okay. And he grabbed you by the head. Did he ever push your head into the dash?
Yeah, dude.
Are you sure about that, Mr. Miller?
I mean, I believe that's what happened, dude.
So,
Oh no.
were you high at the time of this incident, Mr. Miller?
Nah, dude, I wasn't high at all, dude. Like, I haven't, like, prior to this incident happening, I hadn't smoked for like a couple of weeks, dude.
Oh no.
Okay, Mr. Miller. And do you have what type of criminal history do you have?
Objection prejudicial.
Mr. Jones.
Character history. Character history. Credibility is key.
I'll permit limited discussion of this to the extent that it goes to his character for truthfulness.
So, do you have a criminal history, Mr. Miller?
Yeah, dude, I do have a criminal history. I did get, I forget what the exact charge was, but like, I did get busted for cultivation of cannabis, dude.
No other criminal charges on your record, Mr. Miller?
I don't know what Chad has on his record.
Other than like maybe possession of like paraphernalia for like a pipe or maybe like a couple of traffic tickets, like
What's up, baby?
nothing major, dude.
So,
How are you
pipe,
today?
Mr. Miller, would that be meth pipe?
No, weed pipes only, dude.
Okay, weed pipe.
I don't touch weed, dude. Like, yeah, simply weed pipe only, dude.
Okay, Mr. Miller, I don't have any further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Is there any redirect from the state?
None, Your Honor.
Mr. Miller, thank you for your service. You're welcome to step down. You're released from your subpoena.
All right, thank you, dude.
Right this way, sir. You can exit right back to the center.
State, call its next witness.
Yes, Your Honor. The state calls Deputy O'Malley to the stand.
This is where it gets thick, sailor.
I know.
But you're getting your laundry in the washer? Ah.
Right this way,
Got him
Mr. O'Malley.
online. He lied first.
Madam Clerk, can you swear in the deputy, please? State your witness.
He banged my head into the thing.
He pushed it down.
Yeah, he pushed me down.
He
so-
pushed you down into it, so that's,
Yeah.
That's
technically where he.
And
banged
you
my
did
head
get
into it.
beat. So
Yes, Your Honor.
Either
there's a
way,
valid
that-
reason to not remember it 100%.
Deputy O'Malley, you were the investigator assigned to this case, correct?
O'Malley.
Yes, that is correct.
Deputy O'Malley, how long have you been with the Blaine County Sheriff's Office?
About 6 months, I believe.
Prior to that, what's your history in law enforcement?
Prior to that, I had 2 years in Orange County, highway there.
And for the record, what is your current rank and assignment with the Blaine County Sheriff's Office?
I am an FTO field training officer.
Deputy O'Malley, it's it's understanding of the court that you came into possession of Trooper Sailor's body cam footage. Is that correct?
Correct. I subpoenaed it from the San Andreas Highway Patrol office.
And the list of charges we brought tonight are based off of the review of that footage along with other footage, correct?
That's not good, Ruby.
Correct. There was other footage that I requested and found other incriminating evidence.
Your Honor, the court would like to introduce Exhibit D. Or the prosecution would like to introduce Exhibit D.
And what is Exhibit D? Just remind me.
Exhibit D is going to be footage from Trooper Sailor's body cam, sir.
Okay. Mr. O'Malley, is this material that's regularly kept in the course of the state of this Highway Patrol's business? me ask that better. Is this footage that we're about to see material that is regularly kept in the course of the San Andreas Highway Patrol's policies and practices?
Yes, it is. It's body cam footage of state-owned property.
Okay. And do you have an evidence control form that's been filled out that shows that it has been properly transferred from the state's files to the CD we have here today?
Correct. The subpoena letter or request for a letter was sent there, and I have that with me as well.
Okay. Mr. Jones, is there any objection?
Objection to what, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
To the admissibility of Exhibit D, which is the body cam footage.
As much as it's going to hurt my client, we have no objection.
Okay, the court will see Exhibit D without objection. Go ahead, Mr. Law.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm just going to skip to the relevant portion of the tape at the 13-minute mark.
Hey, Axel. Look at that.
Mr. Law, is the audio an important component of this?
No,
If so, I know the courts have difficulties hearing it. Not sure if that's
not at the moment. Right now, I'm just establishing that he was placed into the car without being placed under arrest.
Objection, he was detained.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat yourself?
I'm objecting on the basis that he was detained at that time. He was in handcuffs. He was detained.
Okay.
The prosecution doesn't deny that. We're saying he wasn't arrested.
Okay. I don't understand the basis of the objection to the admissibility of the evidence.
I had to investigate it, but no, that's your argument.
Carry on, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Law, is the audio impaired? I don't know if anyone else but in the courtroom. I'm having a hard time hearing this audio. Is that just my hearing aid going out, or is that difficult for other folks?
I'll try fixing it in just a moment, Your Honor, but the sound isn't relevant at the moment.
Okay. All right, carry on.
Deputy O'Malley, we've just witnessed Trooper Saylor detaining a subject and putting them back in the car and beginning to transport them. Is that standard procedure, or is a subject required to be placed under arrest before they're moved from the scene?
They're typically, you're supposed to arrest them prior to leaving the scene. However, there was a call related that during interview, Trooper Saylor let us know about. It was LSPD 505 or 0505 212345. It was a drug related call about a local saying someone planting drugs in the area, known to Mr. Miller to be planting drugs at. So that's possible reason why Trooper Saylor was detaining the suspect. However, moving the suspect from the area before arresting them or placing charges on them is outside of standard procedure.
Thank you, Deputy O'Malley. Your Honor, the court would like to move forward in the video to time frame 2150.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the day I robbed the store and got away with it. Got to buy your chocolate. Oh no.
Your Honor, I can try to fix the audio issue real quick.
Do your issue. Alec.
Can you advise? Does that? Are you able to hear?
Your Honor, if I could speak for a moment.
Good.
Reference to the audio issue, make sure that when we're looking at this on the TV thing,
Uh-huh.
make sure you in the lower right hand corner you got the audio all the way up, sir. Hit your button there. If you catch my drift.
Yes, Your Honor. The audio and the video is very soft.
It is
Okay.
very soft, but make sure you got it on the television over in the lower right hand corner. Make sure you got it all the way up.
Okay. I think I do. I just got to turn my hearing aid up. But I think,
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Oh,
Your Honor, I
I-
also have closed caption if that helps.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna have to focus really close. If you got an objection, you might need to make it on the TV if you catch my drift. So let's go and proceed to do as long as you like.
Deputy O'Malley, is it against department policy to physically intimidate subjects when interrogating them?
Yes, it is. It is highly frowned upon against our morals of the department.
Does department policy also allow officers to transport a subject in a canine equipped vehicle?
No, suspects are supposed to be transported in a non-canine cruiser at that time. If there's a canine cruiser only available, then subjects must be called upon by corrections, possibly transport for them.
In your expertise and experience as a law enforcement officer of at least 3 years.
Objection.
Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, transporting in a canine vehicle is not against policy. It's not written down anywhere.
Okay, that sounds like material that's great for cross-examination and closing argument. Objections overruled. Continue with the question, Mr. Law.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bye-bye.
In your experience as a law enforcement officer of 3 years, would you consider it to be a best practice to leave your canine's partition open while transporting the subject in a vehicle with a canine in it?
No.
Your Honor, I'd like to resume the tape.
All right.
Here,
I love how it says music.
Here, I will give you a buzz. I will slam your head into this dash and you will be buzzed. It will be the highest high you've ever had. Why are you so stupid?
Oh man.
I don't understand. No, I'm not blaming anybody. Why is it that every time I tell you, hey Chad, don't do drugs, hey Chad, don't be
It should have
stupid,
used
you
the
continue to do
buttons
it?
with.
My lifestyle, dude.
Well, you
Deputy O'Malley, would you say Trooper Sailor's actions in this section of video we just watched, grabbing the victim's hair, threatening to slam the victim's head against the dash, and intimidating the subject with his police canine, would those in your mind be equivalent to an assault charge? Is that why we're here on that charge today?
It's equivalent to assault charge. I, however, did not place assault charge on this one. There was another incident with Mr. Miller.
Okay. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to fast forward to 29 minutes within the video.
Okay.
But before that, would you say the grabbing of the victim's hair, would that be a battery charge in your mind, sir? Deputy O'Malley. Yes.
It's I would say yes, on the grounds that Trooper Sailor is physically touching Mr. Miller and threatening to slam his head in the dash.
Thank you, Deputy.
yeah, Chad.
Yeah, that's a good song, bro.
Where's the weed, Chad?
Where's the weed, Chad? Where's the weed, Chad?
Where's the weed,
Oh,
Chad?
Your Honor, can we back up a
told you, you
little bit
got the
further? The
only
first punch was
fucking
prior
one.
to that incident.
It's supposed to eat. Oh no, Ruby.
Thank you.
Why are you doing stuff you're not meant to do?
Where's your... You got any more weed fields?
Nah, dude, you got my only one, bro.
Oh, I did? Did I, Chad?
Ah, dude! Fuck! Oh,
Stand up.
son of a fuck!
Get up.
Oh, dude, Kyra, why are you shitting in my yard, bro? Like, God!
I can resist chop. I
Where's
don't
the
eat
weed
chop.
at, Chad?
Yeah, that's a good song, bro.
Where's the weed, Chad?
Where's the weed, Chad? Where's the weed, Chad?
Where's the weed,
Oh,
Chad?
dude, I told you, you got the only fucking one!
Do you want me to hit you with this now, Chad? Where is
No,
the weed?
dude, no! You got the only weed farm of mine, bro!
Okay,
Damn.
then where's somebody else's?
I don't know, dude, but like, maybe if you like comb around somewhere, you know, you might
Where?
find it.
Where?
I don't know, dude. Like, near the lumber yard in Polito, maybe. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude.
Tell me where,
I
Chad.
don't know where exactly it is. I've only heard rumors about it, dude.
How?
Like through the grapevine, bro. Like I heard
Through
some.
what
I heard some.
grapevine?
I heard some dudes on Grove Street talking about it.
Okay. Have you been using the darknet, Chad? Because I know about it.
I don't use the darknet, bro.
Do you, Chad?
Nah, dude.
Kyra.
Like sometimes I troll on the darknet, but like I don't actually.
Daddy
I'm
Kyra
being
like
serious.
sometimes. Oh.
I haven't seen anything recently.
Come over here.
But like,
Come here.
Oh, please don't hit me again. Please don't hit me again, dude.
No, I ain't gonna hit you. No, I ain't gonna hit you. I wouldn't run away either. Because she
I'm
runs
not-
faster than me and you put together.
Yeah, I won't run, dude.
So, you've heard rumors of weed fields.
Yeah, dude.
Near where?
Near the lumberyard, bro.
They say anything else other than near
Nope.
the lumberyard.
Nope.
Are you lying?
Nah, dude.
So if I go up there, I'm
I'm
not gonna
not
find
lying.
any.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
If I go up there,
Kyron, please step back.
she's not gonna step back until I tell her to. If I go up there, am I gonna find any?
Sailor, please ask her to step back.
Answer my
dude.
question. If I go
If
up,
she eats my balls, I ain't answering shit.
oh really? If she eats your balls, you ain't
What,
gonna eat.
what
you
is
ain't gonna
sexual propagation? Propaganda,
eat that.
Cameron.
Wow.
If I go up to the lumberyard, is there
What?
gonna be any weed?
Dude, there might be, dude. I don't know the exact location. Like I said, it's not mine. It's a rumor, dude.
When did you hear this rumor?
Like,
Deputy O'Malley,
Yes.
is it standard procedure to punch a subject while they are handcuffed during an interrogation?
No, absolutely not.
What about shoving them to the ground multiple times?
Absolutely not.
What about using your police canine to intimidate the subject?
Absolutely not.
Mr. O'Malley, or Deputy O'Malley, rather,
Oh, God.
what crime has just been committed in these frames we've watched?
These frames we watched, battery has been committed at least multiple times, but it's all on the same event, so it'd be one time.
Correct. Thank you. I'm going to, Your Honor, with your permission, I'd like to move forward in the tape to 3721, which will go to prove the state's case of aggravated battery.
Okay.
I thought I did turn the damn thing on. Fucking highway patrol bullshit.
ah! Fuck!
Every time that you think about smoking weed, I want you to remember this right here. Right in the jugular.
Dude. Ah! Fuck, dude.
I got a good right hook, don't I?
Deputy O'Malley, in your time as a police officer, you've received multiple trainings on the use of force and on how to accurately use force to subdue a subject, correct?
Correct.
Deputy O'Malley, in your expert opinion, would you say a punch to the jugular is likely to cause grave bodily injury?
It could cause grave bodily injury. Also, it could kill the subject.
Thank you, Deputy O'Malley. Your Honor, people would like to move on to Exhibit G and introduce that into evidence.
Okay. What is Exhibit G?
Exhibit G is going to be a footage showing that it's going to be footage that shows that Deputy Sailor, or correction, Trooper Sailor and Trooper Hughes utilized a police canine
Oh shit.
in a jail cell to intimidate our victim.
Okay,
Oh,
Mr. Jones, wake up. Any objection to
I'm
this?
not asleep, Your Honor. I'm in disbelief.
Okay. Any objection to this material coming in?
He's just
No, let's continue burying Mr. Sailor.
Exhibit G is received without objection. Mr. Law, proceed.
You are going to prison.
You gonna go with me?
I'll take you there.
Oh, that's Katie Royal.
What the hell is this? I ain't seen this one.
It's a new. Spicy.
Okay.
Fuck. Everybody's gone. There's no one out in the parking lot.
Okay.
She's been a real.
Out boy.
I thought he whispered over here. Over here.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Closed caption isn't working on this file, so we're gonna have it without.
Okay.
Who's a good girl?
Your Honor, if I need to, since I'm in the evidence here, I could give a play-by-play and explain my actions of what I'm doing.
That would be up to Mr. Law.
Mr. Sailor, I don't.
Your Honor,
suggest
I'll,
that.
I'll narrate so he doesn't
Okay.
self-incriminate.
There's no cameras in.
There's no cameras in here.
Everybody's gone.
Everybody's
There's no one
gone.
out in the parking lot.
There's no one out in the parking lot.
She's been a really good.
She's
girl.
been a really good girl. Yes, she
Mr. Law,
is.
I can actually hear it.
Okay.
So if
Hi,
narrating for
Chad.
my benefit, don't worry about it.
Yo, please don't do what I think you're gonna do, dude.
Spicy, I'll let you have the honor.
Nah, dude, please don't, dude. Don't do it, dude. Don't.
Oh, wait.
Are you
I
ready?
gotta get my phone.
Wait.
Nah,
Okay, go ahead.
no, dude, no,
Okay.
dude. No, dude, no,
Okay,
dude.
are you ready for fun time?
No, dude, no fun time, dude. No
Ready for
fun
fun
time,
time?
dude. No, dude, no. No, please, no fun time, dude, no.
Go get him.
No, don't go get me, no, please, no, don't come here, no, please, no,
Holy shit.
no. Good doggy, leave the jewels alone. Leave the jewels
I
alone.
have tears I laughed so hard.
Bitch. Oh God.
Hey, turn around. We'll take a selfie with her.
Oh yeah.
Yo, you gonna take a selfie? Yo, it's not cool, dude.
Smile, Spicy. Trooper's gonna troop.
Trooper's gonna troop.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Why are you guys doing this?
I thought what I done
Are
was
you
bad. I
even-
look
are you
like a fucking
inviting him?
saint.
No.
Call list
I don't-
updated.
Oh my
I don't
God.
like
That's
dogs,
hard.
dude.
This dude is so scared.
Go away.
You should lick his face. You should lick his face.
This is all a bad dream, bro. This is all
Did
a
you
bad
have to
dream,
laugh
bro.
during all of this, dumbass?
It was funny.
How's it? Is it funny now?
This is all a bad dream, bro. Is that
Thanks,
a
so.
tongue? Oh, dude.
Wait,
Oh,
I
that
think we
tongue
might have
is
someone
like,
in BCS, so I heard
slobbery, dude.
I heard voices.
Deputy O'Malley,
Yeah.
would you say the actions we just witnessed, perpetrated by Trooper Sailor, match those of a highly decorated and well-respected trooper?
No.
What would you say those actions resemble that were committed?
Grievous actions against Mr. Miller. It's borderline torture. Or it could almost considered be absolute torture. It's stuff that, unfortunately, I heard cases about while I was in the military. So To see it here on our soil makes us sick.
Would you say, based off
Oh,
your
God.
experience as a police officer, you've seen people in a well-founded fear before?
Yes,
Would you say Mr. Miller was in fear?
he was most definitely in fear.
Would you say the acts committed by Trooper Sailor were an unlawful threat?
I would say they were inhumane.
Thank you. Your Honor, the people would like to introduce exhibits M and would like to introduce exhibit M as in Mary.
Okay.
How the hell are we on M, Sailor?
Does the defense have any objection to Exhibit M?
Why not? Let's show it.
All right.
What
Exhibit M
could
is
it hurt?
received without objection.
However,
But
listen, I was just doing my job.
Remember, you get me for free, so you get what you pay for.
I was going to give you a bonus after this, but if you run in your mouth, you're not getting shit.
Randy Cochran couldn't get you off. Roger. What? Roger? I don't know.
Randy Mudbone.
oh shit, it's Liz. Oh shit.
You need Jose Baez. That's who the hell you need.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
could the state provide some sort of explanation for the folks who don't know what I'm doing here? To the people that they've just skipped over the evidence, could they give us an explanation on what's happening exactly?
Sure.
Your
If
Honor,
if the defense is requesting that I give the state an opportunity to make a statement to the court, then sure. Go ahead, Mr. Law. Anything like you'd say about this?
yes, Your Honor. What you're about to see is evidence of Trooper Sailor damaging a defendant's car, which would be damaging the evidence because the vehicle was a piece of evidence within a pursuit that occurred within the city and state jurisdictions.
Does the state know whose vehicle it was?
The first name, Deputy O'Malley, you have the suspect's name, correct?
This was a pursuit that involved Devin Lamar. He shot 3 cops that day and 1 local.
Oh,
Pursuit
shit.
ended in the canal.
I heard
One
an oh
officer
shit.
was killed during this pursuit, and yeah, this
was the
is
plea deal.
right here is where Trooper Sailor goes up to the vehicle, damages the vehicle, and then there's further extensive evidence tampering.
This ain't the tape I think it is
Okay.
it?
Deputy O'Malley, would you say that it would be important for this vehicle to remain intact for evidentiary purposes for you to conduct an investigation?
Correct. And a main note here, we never received this vehicle in evidence for notes.
How do you lose a vehicle, Sailor?
We didn't lose the damn vehicle. Just watch the tape. We disposed of it. It got sent to the impound yard.
Deputy O'Malley, what did I just witness on this tape?
You witnessed Trooper Sailor removing evidence from the vehicle.
Thank you.
Oh god.
Deputy O'Malley, I'm a little confused about what I'm watching. Is it standard procedure to first, move a vehicle that was just involved in a pursuit like that prior to investigators being called out to the scene. And secondly, damage the vehicle with your baton.
No, it's not standard procedure.
Would you say that would damage any evidence that could have been collected off of the vehicle?
Yes, it can. There could be a fingerprint. There could be hair samples.
Your Honor, if I may fast forward a bit in the tape to the second set of Trooper Sailor beating this vehicle.
Okay.
Along with the skip, the extent of the damage prior to this scene was no headlights, no taillights. Windows were completely busted out by then.
Yeah, he's over there.
Okay.
Hey, Trooper Sailor. I'm gonna get you one day. And you know that. I just proved it right here. I just took out 3 of y'all.
Hold on just a second.
In the ICU.
What's up?
Just 1 second. Just one moment. And then we'll be.
I don't have a badge.
I'm waiting for
User
Rio
left
to
your
get back over
channel.
here. Once he comes back over here.
Oh, my. Hold on.
Hey, if y'all gonna
Yeah,
if y'all
he-
gonna try to whack me, at least uncuff me so I can fight back.
No, that's not how that's gonna work.
You
It'd be
know,
the
y'all
longest
pussies then.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, then you're pussies.
1 case.
Y'all are too scared.
Nah, we're just angry.
Oh, I know you are.
Just turn. You ain't got your recorder on, do you? Or did you
No.
leave it in the car? You left your stuff in the car, right?
Yeah. Left it in the park.
Hey man, if you don't mind, go over and have a seat in my cruiser, okay? In the front seat. Keep that seat warm. While we're looking at the penal code now. Well, he looks
You
like
shouldn't
that.
be. Do you still see the video?
Yep.
No, the
I do
video.
now, yeah.
It's back up now.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm just letting y'all know, y'all wasting time. Yeah, they finna return that shit to me repaired, so I don't understand. Y'all beating on my car.
Let's see this shit.
Funny as fuck.
Relieves.
And by the way,
Deputy O'Malley, I believe I hear Trooper Hughes say something about relieving stress.
Yes.
Is it standard procedure for troopers like Trooper Sailor and Trooper Hughes to relieve stress on a piece of evidence like this?
No. You relieve stress by going to the gym, go to the casino, do activities that's not damaging to an investigation.
So would you say your evidence at this point is extremely contaminated?
Extremely contaminated. I wouldn't be able to use that, and it wouldn't be circumstantial in court because it would be thrown out. I would throw it out before it gets to court.
Would something like this end up with the possibility of the suspect getting off, in your opinion?
Could. However, Devin Lamar's crimes that day were extensive. I don't believe this vehicle would have helped him get out of that. But if it was something like Mr. Miller with the first video that we watched about the drug paraphernalia, yes, it could get him off of charges.
Yeah. Your Honor, the state would like to move forward into the 1 hour and 19-minute time mark.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would like to give yourself and the
Oh,
court a
dear.
warning. What you're about to see is extremely disturbing.
Okay, we'll give a moment for the anybody in the courtroom that needs to leave the courtroom to do so. Except for you, Mr. Sailor.
The state. Hold on just a moment. You're forgetting a part.
Hmm?
You're
Yeah,
forgetting a part.
you're forgetting the tow truck arrival.
Oh.
I believe that was about 59, roughly. Might be a little
Take it on
Oh,
now.
right here. You want to back it up a little bit.
I appreciate you coming to pick it up and doing this other trip over here.
Oh, a lot of shit happened.
Are you here to pick up the Mustang?
Your Honor, are you able to hear the
I was
sound?
called earlier. I was supposed to pick up the FBI unit, but I mean, I'm free to grab whatever you guys need me to grab.
Hey, you ain't got nothing on you, do you? Like any like recording software or anything of that nature?
Yeah. I mean, I got some going on in the truck.
Okay. Does it turn off?
Yeah, it can turn off.
Okay. Hey man, just between me and you and this other trip over here, I got some cash here in my pocket. It says that this Mustang right here that you're about to pick up, more likely, if you agree to it, does not make it to any impound lot in this state. Catch my drift?
Oh yeah, I understand.
Any ideas as to where it could end up if it doesn't end up in an impound yard?
I mean, I can see maybe the river.
How about the ocean? Can you get the ocean?
I mean, I'm sure I could drop the back end off a little bit, put some weights down on the front.
Perfect.
Perfect.
You think that's enough money for you?
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, if anyone.
Deputy O'Malley.
Yes.
In this clip that we just witnessed, did Trooper Sailor just pay the tow truck driver to dump the vehicle in the ocean?
Yes.
What was the amount of money that you discovered Trooper Sailor paid the tow truck driver?
According to bank records, 125,000 was estimated to be handed off.
Thank you, Deputy. Your Honor, now I would like to move forward to the 1 hour, 19-minute mark, which I've given the content warning for.
Okay.
Oh god. Content one. Done.
Everybody hold your breath.
Spicy, I got
Tempted
you
me.
6.
Tempted me.
You know, want to go in there.
Well, just spraying the walls, man. Not me. Not my eyes.
It appears somebody don't know how pepper spray works.
Oh!
Stop resisting. He was resisting, Spicy.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sorry, Deputy O'Malley, I believe I just heard Trooper Sailor say stop resisting. He was resisting, Spicy. In your opinion, how was the suspect resisting?
He was not resisting. However, when Mr. Lamar got back up later, a little bit later in the video, he started punching Trooper Sailor.
I would have done the same. Not surprising.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Whoa, Reese, no.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we're gonna
Everyone
need
okay?
another ambulance. He's got. Oh Jesus, there's blood there's blood
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, there is
Oh,
blood
no.
everywhere.
It's totally from those shots fired from the locals that got angry for them shooting
Yep.
up his house.
Oh
no.
shit!
Official report will document that.
Deputy O'Malley, what did he just say the official report will document?
That locals fired in the local area. Essentially, Trooper Sailor just covered up a attempted murder.
So would you say he gave the offender, in this case, I believe it's going to be Trooper Reese, who was that day working for the San Andreas Department of Corrections, aid after knowing he just committed a crime?
Yes.
Yep.
We're looking at the Matrix, by the way.
All right.
How about now?
Well, I think We're he good. succumbed to his wounds.
Has he?
Gentlemen, there might not be. Oh, this is the. But here,
I don't think anyone can pick it up other than the previous one. Reese, you have to actually pick it up and then hand it to someone. Honestly.
Hey man, if you want to go over there and pick up the murder weapon real quick, please.
Usually, in my experience, if you step far enough away from it and then go back to it.
Okay. Well, put
I'm
your
good.
hands
He
down,
didn't
son.
even hit me. He fucking missed.
Oh wait, I can't carry that. Hold on, I can get it. This isn't even the worst part.
Hey, where's that?
I don't know, Sailor. This is pretty fucking bad.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah, they're brothers.
Oh.
Are you sure you want that? That can be dealt with.
No, yeah, that can. Yep.
You
I
know,
don't even see a camera in here, guys.
Ooh.
Nope.
All right. So
Do it right, guys.
do all right.
Ooh, he's
Man,
getting
step up.
arrested or some shit.
Come on, get up.
All right.
I'll tell you
Here.
what.
Hey.
I may have to shoot.
Deputy O'Malley, what is the weapon that Trooper Sailor just picked up Correctional Officer Reese's service weapon?
Yes, it's off-duty trooper 516. He works part-time at corrections as well.
One-handed.
Why don't you
but
sit
I'm
back down a
a
little bit,
damn
man?
decent shot.
Move, guys.
No.
Do you shoot cross-eyed?
Oh
Who,
god.
me?
No, that corrections officer.
Hey, Missy. Yeah, what's going on,
Here's
man?
the worst part.
Hey,
Showed
Falcon
you
Spoiler,
ass.
this one right here is with me for the evidence. Okay, come on.
Or the iron sight, whatever it's called.
Second shelf should be open. I'll clean this one.
Do you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna put this murder weapon that he shot folks with in this box. You understand?
Okay.
All right. It's gonna be put into evidence. He's gonna be booked in with it. Okay? Because this is his combat pistol that he had on him at the time. So we're gonna log into evidence. Okay? Since
Okay.
we're straight cops. You understand?
Right.
Okay. His gunshot wounds in there that he just bled out from is due to the lack of medical, the lack of expert medical
Someone's got
expertise provided to him in the back of an ambulance that was sent down to Grove Street. Is that clear?
Okay.
Okay. Do you understand? Have any questions?
No, I'm good.
Sailor, why Slewinski got so much liquor in his evidence room?
I don't know. Maybe you should investigate that.
Deputy O'Malley, did we just witness Trooper Sailor book the service weapon for 516 and as evidence, but used by the suspect that was just shot with the weapon?
Yes, we just did.
Would you also say that gave the offender aid after knowing the offender committed the crime?
Definitely. This is the most incriminating part of aiding a suspect.
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness.
Thank you, Mr. Law. Mr. Jones, does the defense have any cross-examination?
Not for this witness, no.
All right, Mr. Malley, thank you for your testimony. You step down. You've been released from your subpoena.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State, call its next witness, please.
Your Honor, the state calls Corporal Katie Royal to the stand.
Oof.
Go get him,
Hey,
bitch.
I know Katie should.
Put that motherfucker away, Katie.
Madam Clerk, please swear in Corporal Royal, please.
Let me in the corner.
Step
You
up
can
here.
go.
Right here behind the desk.
Gotcha. Oh shit, my leg.
State the witness is with you.
Corporal Royal, would you please provide us with the events that led up to your arrest of Trooper Sailor?
Yeah, one sec.
Oh god.
Okay, at approximately 11:43 on 05/09/21, myself and Officer Haywood were picking up supervisor calls to assist Sergeant Reese due to the fact of the matter that we were bogged down all night. The supervisor call got dropped out of the LSPD jurisdiction. The complainant was down at the main Mission Row headquarters for LSPD. I proceeded down to the main Mission Row headquarters to make contact with the reporting party. Once we arrived at Mission Row and dispatch had not acknowledged that we were down at Mission Row, we made contact with one Mr.
Corporal Royal, I think we lost you.
Miles Peterson. Mr. Peterson stated to us that he had some incriminating information on one Trooper Sailor. We at the time when we made contact, we were a little skeptical. I'm gonna be honest with the court. We were skeptical due to the fact of the matter that majority of the law enforcement bureau did not know that Trooper Sailor had any acts of
What's these two?
doing wrong in our eyes. Once we dabbled into the story further, he stated,
Yana,
Yes, Mr. Jones.
did I hear a Peterson mentioned? Who is Peterson?
I don't know. I think you're open to find that out on the cross examination, Mr. Jones.
Okay.
Mr. Locke, did you?
sorry, Pearston, last of Pearston.
Who the heck's up?
Once we back to where I was going. Once we were talking to him, getting into it a little bit further, the subject seemed a little distraught. He was getting emotional, stating that Trooper Sailor had taken him down to Grove Street and all this jazz, and began to do unquestionable acts to him. We were still skeptical. We asked Mr. Pearson if he had any evidence for this. He provided us with a sketchy.
Corporal Royal, I believe. Are you referring to Chad Miller, who is the
Thank
victim?
you.
Or...
I'm sorry. I'm reading another fucking report. I'm sorry. It's been a long week.
Get your shit together, bitch.
Is this guy sober?
Did she wake up recently?
Read the wrong report. This ain't even for me. This ain't right.
I'm happy to be here.
The credibility has been thrown out the window.
Corporal Royal, I'm gonna change this our line of questioning. How long have you been with the Los Santos Police Department?
Going on about 5 years.
Prior to that, what is your experience in law enforcement?
My experience in law enforcement is basic patrol and active investigation.
How long have you been a supervisor?
I've been a supervisor for going on about 3 years.
In your you witnessed the videos that were entered into evidence today, correct?
Yes.
Would you say the actions taken by Trooper Sailor are what would be considered acceptable within the law enforcement profession?
No, not in this time and this day and age. I'm surprised we don't have a riot.
In your experience, would you consider Trooper Sailor a decorated and I'm trying to recall the word the defense counsel used, decorated and Mr. Jones, would you happen to remember the other word you used to describe your client? Something something to the extent of honorable, I believe.
Well, I'm reconsidering my earlier statements about Mr. Sailor, but carry on.
Would you consider those the actions of a decorated honorable officer?
No.
From your experience and your expertise, are the acts committed by Trooper Sailor criminal?
Yes.
Oh,
So my
shit.
understanding is you took the report from Mr. Miller and Mr. Miller's friend at the police station. Is that correct?
Yes.
Say my name.
And when you were gathering that report, they provided the details that led to the investigation ultimately being passed off to the Blaine County Sheriff's Office.
Yes.
You were with another LSPD officer that evening. Is that correct?
Yes. Officer Haywood.
Officer Haywood, was he rolling as an India unit that night?
Negative. We both were rolling as patrol units, but we are cross-trained in India and as Delta.
For the court's
Yeah, thanks.
benefit, can you explain what an India and what a Delta unit are?
India is investigation units, and Delta is our drug task force units.
Thank you. I have no further questions for the corporal.
Mr. Jones, cross-examination.
Oh, I definitely want to cross-examine.
Your witness is yours.
Miss Royal, I don't know if you remember me or not, but I'm Sergeant Jones. Used to work with you.
Yeah, you're the one that got fired because you're stupid.
Well, I wasn't stupid, but I look like a saint compared to what the hell's been
I know
shown
you.
here
You got
today.
a shitty.
Sustain. Continue the question, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Miss Royal, who did you interview exactly? Because I've heard Peterson, Pearson, Miller. I'm confused on who you actually took the report from.
It was Mr. Miller.
Now, are we sure of this? Because you said it was Mr. Peterson, and it was Mr. Pearson, and then now it's Mr. Miller.
I am sure 110%, and I can provide body cam footage to the court of me interviewing Mr. Miller.
So what is actually in your report? Is it Mr. Miller, or is it Mr. Peterson, or Mr. Pearson?
Objection asked and answered.
Overruled. Please answer the question, Corporal.
In the report and the act report submitted to the court, it does entail that I interviewed Mr. Miller.
Okay, I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Any redirect from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Corporal, you may step down. Thank you for your testimony. You were released from your subpoena. State call text witness, please.
Bet.
All right, man, you can step down over here.
Your Honor, the state has no further witnesses.
Okay. Are there any motions from the defense at this time?
Can I call a witness?
You can. Before I do that, Mr. Sailor, you
and
Who did that?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm not sure if you can hear me in this channel, but I seem to have signal 100.
She's got a loud mouth, Your Honor. Go ahead.
Who did that? ASM
just a
124.
moment.
Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome.
I'll be right back.
The state's attorney has had to take leave very abruptly. I'm sure we'll see him manifest himself again here
But just
in just a moment. In the
currently at
meantime, let's
court.
take a 5-minute recess. Court will be in recess till 8:10 Eastern.
What?
It is
Just
8:10.
clicking it.
By 8:10, I mean 8:15.
What o'clock is the judge on?
I don't know, but maybe you should come out of retirement.
Everybody in this fucking courtroom's on some good
there's the
shit.
judge. I see
Oh,
you
no.
now.
Now we see
He's
the
been
judge.
sitting there.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Crazy case, huh?
Yes, sir.
Bitch, I'm just stretching my legs.
I was calling your phone. I was calling.
Bitch, I was asleep. I was
I know,
asleep.
bitch. I called you 3 times.
I was goddamn asleep, and then I woke up to this shit.
I got my own cuffs. I'm ready for transport. I got a vehicle outside.
But goddamn, I can't read right now. I ain't got my contacts in. That's why I'm fucking up.
It's alright. It's alright. Go to the bathroom.
This
Just
is a
sit right
shit
there.
show.
About 2 spots.
What are we gonna do?
Otherwise, I can
You
go
going to prison, Sailor?
There ain't no way we can get out of this.
I don't think so, no.
Same.
That is so.
Oh yeah, that shit does say Chad Miller. I'm dead.
All right, sir. If you don't mind, go ahead and step back through the two barriers there.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
He's so
Oh, I'm
fucked.
gonna go get some fresh air.
Oh god.
Welcome back,
Okay.
sir. We got about 3 minutes till recess is over.
Okay.
But he was lawyer. Okay. Well, I'm not a cop, so you don't gotta worry about that.
Fuck.
Actually, it was. It was an off-duty cop.
I know, right?
Fuck, dude.
Jesus fuck, dude.
Jesus. Oh my god, dude, I'm so fucking happy. You know who isn't here.
Oh, dude. Don't even talk about that, dude. I'm already stressed out, dude. I don't need all that any extra stuff. Like, you know how hard it was to like maintain composure, like while
Dude,
watching.
I could hear it in your voice, bro.
Like, dude, like while watching back the footage for the court, dude. Like, it hurts, dude. Like, I almost broke down in the courtroom, but like I was able to like keep my cool.
Just remember, I'm sitting right next to you if anything happens. If
Yeah,
you need
dude,
anything,
yeah.
I'm right next to you. Pick me
Yeah,
or
dude.
something, and I'll do what I can.
Yeah, he's going to fucking prison, dude.
Oh, he's
like
fucked. He has Mudbone as a lawyer. He's fucked.
Yeah, Mudbone's been like totally telling him like he's fucked. Like I can hear them whispering because like the acoustics of the courtroom and shit, dude.
Well, it's like, you know. When
Yeah,
Mudbone
he's
fucking
totally
saw
fucked,
that
dude.
shit, he's fucked.
He's fucked, dude. And with all the other shit, like I didn't know he'd be like beat the hell out of that black kid, dude. Yeah, he's fucked, dude. Yeah, let's get back in there.
Fuck, bro. Oh god. Pretty sure that's not.
Yeah, good. So is Maine.
I'm an Amber.
You fucking idiot.
Oh my god. One goes on the other side of the court. Don't ever face on this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you had anything to drink today?
No, sir.
Are you on any medication that impairs your ability to think?
No.
Any narcotics?
No.
Okay, so at this point in time, you're going to have the
You see a chat?
opportunity, having heard the state's case, you have the opportunity through yourself and your attorney to present your case. Now, it's important for you to understand that you have the right not to make any case at all. You can sit there and do nothing, and the state has to meet its burden of proving every single element of every single crime with which you've been charged. But you also have an absolute right to present a case. That case can include you choosing to testify. Now, you have an absolute right not to testify. And if you choose not to testify, it cannot be held against you. But you should know that if you choose to testify, you'll be subject to cross-examination by the state. So therefore, the decision of whether or not to testify is a critical decision that needs to be made between you and your attorney after careful consideration. But ultimately, the decision is yours and yours alone. Have you and your attorney discussed and made a decision whether or not you intend to testify in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
And what is your decision?
Well, Your Honor, we have nothing to lose and very little to gain, so we're going to put him up there.
Okay, Mr. Jones. Ms. Jones, are you satisfied that your client has made this decision while in full possession of his mental faculties?
Don't you make that some smart ass
Yeah,
remark?
yeah.
Okay. At this point in time, we'll proceed to the defense cases. Will the defense be calling any witnesses other than Mr. Saylor?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Jones, call your witness.
Sailor, get on the stand.
Madam
Register,
Clerk,
Mr. Saylor.
please swear in Mr. Saylor.
Step right there behind the booth, sir.
Your witness, Mr. Jones.
Real quick, can everyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. All right, good. Okay.
Did has he been sworn in?
Yeah,
He
I'm
has,
sworn.
yes.
I do.
Okay, yeah. All right, Mr. Sailor. Hang on just a second. I gotta get my list.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Sailor, on the night in question with Mr. Miller in the bus stop parking lot, what was your intentions going now?
My intentions going there, sir, was to stop further drug-related criminal activities, particularly being partaken by one Chad Miller.
Okay, all right. And at the bus stop, you detained Mr. Miller, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You did not kidnap Mr. Miller, is that correct?
No, sir.
You did not hold Mr. Miller against his will.
No, sir.
At any point did Mr. Miller request to be let go?
No, sir, he did not.
When you got Mr. Miller down to, what was that, Fudge Lane?
It was 145 Jamestown Street.
Jamestown Street. When you got Mr. Miller to Jamestown Street, what actions did you perform while speaking to him in your patrol vehicle?
Yep. This lawyer don't even know where the damn.
Specifically pertaining to the actions partaken in the patrol vehicle, I was conducting an investigation to see if Mr. Chad Miller here had been doing any criminal activity. Based on what I found on him at the bus stop, I had indeed concluded that thus far, that Mr. Miller did have a weed pipe on him with a little bit of residue left, so that's the reason why I took him back to 145 Jamestown, since he had told me he moved there from 186 Fudge Lane. While in the patrol vehicle, Chad Miller, I was interrogating Chad Miller and used several, what's the word, interrogation tactics to conclude my judgment as a law enforcement officer in the state of San Andreas to see whether Mr. Chad Miller was lying to me or whether he was guilty, which I found that he was.
During this time, did you slam Mr. Miller's head on the dashboard as Mr. Miller had stated previously in this courtroom?
No, I did not.
But you do not.
Whoa.
What the hell?
What?
Just county year one. Don't worry about
I
it.
say everybody will be all right.
Oh god.
Everybody in the courtroom, go ahead and maintain your presence here. Don't freak out or anything.
Uh-oh, I think Mudbone's gone.
I believe we've lost Mr. Jones.
Yeah, hold on.
It's blowing up. Shit, this happened before.
Hey, yeah, check and see if
wouldn't
there's
worry
a
about it too much,
Super Deluxe out there. Plate of Your Honor. Make sure it's still there.
Yes, sir.
This has happened before.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Court will stand at ease until Mr. Jones returns.
Oh my god.
I
Upon observation out there, sir, it seems like the parking lot across the street's going to be good, and all the vehicles along the roadside here are also good. And it looks like the explosions are going to be in a different area.
Oh, that's good news. Good to hear.
Anything.
And Trooper? Yeah, Katie, you got the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't think he actually did anything.
Can I make a report of stolen bike? Phone out here, didn't you?
Just say, you better not be pointing at me.
There's Mr. Jones. Just give it 1 second, Mr. Jones. We had a situation outside, and most
I
of the
know.
courtroom is taken off.
Mr. Jones, I gave you details if you check
Yeah,
your
I saw that.
Hey, bro, straight bogus.
What? What I found on every fucking one?
No, not that. That's legit.
All right, the
That
court will
was
resume.
at least
Mr.
like
Jones.
72 hours of straight work.
All right, everybody inside the courtroom.
Oh,
Your
ready?
Honor,
Yes.
just to
Honor.
inform the court, it was not bombing or anything. It was just locals running over other locals.
Okay, that's good to know. There's no bombings going on. I think we had the one of those one time.
Your Honor, your vehicle's fine.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, you may want to flex your X muscle and then reposition yourself in your chair. There
How
we
will it to you now?
You're fine, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Jones, you may resume your question.
Okay, well, let me figure out where the hell I was. So, Mr. Sailor was at Jamestown Street, and you did not bang Mr. Miller's head on the dashboard. You simply positioned his head close to the dashboard as a scared straight interrogation tactic.
Yes, sir.
All right. And after that, you and Mr. Miller went behind his house to check for illegal narcotics. Is that correct?
We did.
Did you find any illegal narcotics?
No.
Okay.
What a cat to the
And
courtroom.
during this time while you was behind the house,
She's not very happy about Sailor.
you performed more scared straight tactics on Mr. Miller in an attempt to save his youthful life from a life of crime.
I did, sir.
Correct.
Ow.
Mr. Sailor, I don't believe I have anything else for you.
Okay,
Your Honor, am I able to make a statement?
if you'd like to.
Okay.
You're right. You're right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, as most of you know me as San Andreas Highway Patrol Trooper Alex Sailor, badge number 685, a decorated and honorable San Andreas Highway Patrol Trooper, regardless of what the state's attorney over there thinks.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that you all have been saved from said actions because of my actions as a San Andreas Highway Patrol Road Trooper, as well as Trooper Hughes' actions as a San Andreas Highway Patrol Road Trooper, an attempt to eliminate the threat of the potential drug problems which exist in the state of San Andreas. Mr. Chad Miller over there is guilty of drugs. Anybody can go down and
objection,
press the
prejudicial.
How's it prejudicial when
I'll
it's on
allow
his
it.
criminal justice record?
Miss-
You could go pull it
Mr.
yourself.
Miss Sailor.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Okay. Anyways.
I'll allow the testimony.
So the actions as perceived in evidence in reference to Mr. Chad Miller only, not in the evidence presented by the state in reference to the Delaware Omar, those actions were taken by myself in order to eliminate the drug problems in the state of San Andreas. Based on my previous interaction and experience with narcotics, and individuals who partake in those
Gotta
types
check
of
on my
crime,
thigh.
this is a very effective way to get them to stop doing said actions and to stop breaking the law. Now, unlike others in this room who like to believe, there has been laws broken on Chad Miller's behalf, as well as several other individuals within the state of San Andreas. There's an opioid epidemic happening outside right now while we're inside trying to say
Objection, relevance.
Mr. Law, I'm going to allow some leeway here because he's the defendant. So
I'm almost done. I just got one more sentence on that, and then we're getting off of it. There's an opioid epidemic that's occurring outside right now while we're inside trying to hook a cop up who is actually trying to do his job and do his due diligence to the state of San Andreas.
That's sick.
My final closing statement is, I done you all a favor. I'm done, Your Honor.
Cross-examination, Mr. Law?
Oh, definitely, Your Honor.
Oh shit.
Trooper Sailor, are you familiar with the term "an injustice anywhere" is an affront to justice everywhere?
Yes, sir.
Oh, fuck.
Sir, in your statement earlier, you used the phrase, "I found him to be guilty." Where in the with what authority did you find him to be guilty?
I'm sorry, ask me that one more time.
You in your testimony earlier, you used the phrase that you found Mr. Miller to be guilty. With what authority did you use to find him guilty?
The authority of the San Andreas Highway Patrol, sir.
When did the San Andreas Highway Patrol get the authority to adjudicate someone guilty or not guilty? That power, I believe, rests with the court.
Getting cooled out.
Nah, sir, you're putting words in folks' mouth. It's exactly what you're doing. Based on the evidence, based on the investigation that I conducted, I said I found him to be guilty on my own behalf. I didn't say on the behalf of a San Andreas court.
Okay. So these scared straight tactics, are they approved by your department?
Well, they're not. They're not exactly not approved.
Are they a violation of the state law?
I would see them as to not be, sir, depending on how if you have a literal interpretation of the San Andreas State Penal Code.
Okay, sir, are you familiar with the requirements for battery?
Off the top of my head, not exactly all the requirements. No.
How the fuck is we here?
Sir, you're a law enforcement officer and you're not familiar with the requirements for a battery charge.
I am a law enforcement officer. However, I said I mostly primarily operated as a San Andreas Highway Patrol road trooper. Ask me anything to do about speeding, I can tell you that.
I mean, you were able to provide us with a lot of information about the opioid epidemic.
Yes, sir. Considering most of my interactions out on the street involving folks who are doing 90 plus miles an hour in a 70 mile per hour zone involves sometimes me walking up to the vehicle and smelling weed or narcotics in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Well, Trooper Sailor, I'm just going to go ahead and provide you the definition of battery. The offense of battery occurs when a person actually and intentionally touches or strikes another person against the will of the other. Would you say you had consent to strike the subject?
I didn't need consent.
Why?
Oh.
He was being detained at that moment.
So it is perfectly fine to beat a subject that you have in handcuffs. You're telling me that is within the authority of the law and within your scope as a San Andreas State Trooper to beat a subject who is handcuffed?
No, sir, that's not what I said. I didn't say that at all.
Then what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that he was detained and placed in handcuffs. He didn't have a choice in the matter of him being detained and in handcuffs. And to answer your question about him being touched, I have to touch him in order to put him in handcuffs. As every other law enforcement
So you have to strike him.
I'm not done yet. Hold on, I'm not done yet. As every other law enforcement officer in the state of San Andreas has to do.
Your Honor, permission to treat the witness as hostile?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Trooper Sailor. What about the multiple times you struck the subject in his backyard?
Your Honor, I don't have a. Is there a question here?
Answer the question as
Trooper
best you
Sailor-
understand it, Mr.
I don't understand the question. There's no question.
Okay, Trooper Sailor, let me rephrase that for you. Are you saying it is within your scope as a San Andreas State Police officer to beat the subject multiple times in his backyard while he is in handcuffs?
No.
Objection. Pushed.
Okay, carry on.
Are you denying that you struck the subject multiple times?
No.
Okay. Trooper Sailor, if you jabbed someone in the jugular, what is the expected outcome?
Well, they would obviously they would probably fall down.
Would you say it's likely to cause grave bodily injury?
I cannot say yes and I cannot say no as I'm not medically trained.
Trooper Sailor, it's my understanding as a San Andreas State Police officer, you receive basic medical training. Is that not correct?
Yep.
Emphasis on basic, but yes, sir.
Okay. Trauma to the neck of any kind is generally considered a severe injury, is it not?
I can't answer that truthfully.
Let me
have
rephrase
basic.
that for you, sir. If I was to punch the deputy here in the throat, what would you have charged me with? Would you have probably charged me with an offense that required grave bodily injury?
If you punched him in the throat, that's battery against the law enforcement officer.
Okay, if I punched Mudbone then.
That would also be battery.
Okay. But would it be likely to cause grave bodily injury, you think?
I don't know. I cannot answer that question.
Okay, let's move on to
based
the
on my
next. Let's
previous
move on to my
experiences.
next. Let's move on to my next aspect. At any point in time, did he place Mr. Miller under arrest, or was he just detained?
I did not place Mr. Miller under arrest. He was just detained.
Okay, is it standard procedure to move a suspect to multiple locations while they're detained?
To conduct an investigation, I would say so, yes.
Would you say you forcibly moved Mr. Miller against his will to those different locations?
No.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one then. Did you and Trooper Hughes use your canine to intimidate the suspect in the jail cell?
Not intimidate.
What did you do?
Well, we put her in the jail cell with him.
Mm.
That's what we did.
Oh, shit.
What was your intent behind that?
The intent behind that was to make him realize the circumstances of the crime in which he had committed.
Would you say a canine is capable of doing grave injury to someone?
Oh, yes.
Okay. What in previous videos we heard you threatening Mr. Miller with your canine. Do you think it would have been reasonable for Mr. Miller to be in fear for his safety?
Ask me that one more time. I'm sorry.
Do you think it would be reasonable for Mr. Miller to be in fear for his safety?
Oh, yeah.
No.
So you don't think after threatening him with the canine and putting him in there to, and I quote, teach him a lesson, he would have been afraid?
I'm sorry. What's the question?
Okay, let me. So, backtracking a little bit.
Okay.
The intent behind putting the canine in the cell with Mr. Miller was to teach him a lesson. Yes.
Yes, it was given. It was in order to scare him of his actions, and
So you wanted Mr. Miller to be afraid.
yes.
Okay. Now let's move on to the vehicle that we saw you not only damage but pay the tow truck driver $125,000 to dump in the ocean.
Okay.
What was the intent behind dumping the vehicle in the ocean?
The intent behind that was to restrict the suspect, who was obviously the registered owner of the vehicle, to gain access to the vehicle and so that way he could not further break laws.
You wouldn't have thought that that vehicle was evidence in the pursuit?
Oh, no, it was evidence.
Okay, so the multiple... Okay, what was the purpose behind striking the vehicle with your baton multiple times?
To disable it.
To disable it, and then you proceeded to drive it up to Grove Street?
Yes, back to the active crime scene.
Okay. Did you search the vehicle before striking it?
I did.
Okay. You didn't think that a forensics team would have needed to look over the vehicle, find shell casings, that kind of thing?
No, they would.
Okay, Mr. Saylor, I'm not sure how to ask this kindly.
Okay.
Are you just bad at your job, or were you intentionally trying to mess up that case?
Your Honor, this is
Sustained.
prejudice a question.
Sustained. Ask a different question, Mr. Law.
Okay, what was the purpose behind all this damage to the vehicle that compromised the evidence?
As I've already previously stated, it was to disable the vehicle to not allow the owner, who is a criminal, to gain access to the vehicle again and use it in further crimes.
Do you not have
Longest
access
court
to
case
a
ever.
impound lot?
No, we do.
Okay, but you decided to disable his vehicle and dump it in the ocean instead.
I did.
Okay, is that acceptable based off of your department policy?
This dude needs to be.
As per department policy, no.
Okay, why did you decide to circumvent your department policy and the law?
If I was circumventing the law, I would actually like to see in the penal code to where I couldn't do that.
No person knowing that a criminal trial or proceeding or investigation by a duly consulted prosecuting authority, law enforcement agency, grand jury, legislative committee of this state is pending or about to be instituted shall alter, destroy, conceal, remove, record, document, or anything with the purpose to impair its virality and availability in such a proceeding or investigation.
We were never going to go to court.
How do you know that?
Devil Omar never advised he wanted to go.
He hadn't been booked yet.
Devil Omar was not going to go to court. He never advised that he was going to.
How do you know if he hadn't been booked yet? If you hadn't given him his charges?
Based off of previous interactions with him. So
People
technically,
changed
no, I didn't violate that law because you can't prove to me that he was going to go to court because he wasn't, and he didn't go to court.
Okay, but you did make it so that an investigator couldn't investigate the evidence.
We wasn't going to get an investigator. We done all the investigation we needed to roadside. There was nothing more thorough that a detective could have done.
By investigation, you mean destroying evidence?
No, you just didn't read the. Did you watch the rest of the video?
Your Honor, I've got
Did you
nothing further.
watch the part of what? You didn't watch the part of when
John,
he
I've
shot
got nothing further.
Reese?
Any other witnesses from the defense? Excuse me, Mr. Saylor, you can step there. Pardon me.
Go ahead and
Excuse
step
me.
this
Hold on.
way, sir.
Hold on, Mr. Saylor. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
Yeah, come on up here.
Mr. Saylor,
What did he has lost his goddamn?
Mr. Jones, do you have any redirect for your witness?
God, no.
Mr. Saylor, now you may step down. Thank you for your testimony.
Step this way, sir.
Will there be any additional testimony from the defense?
When do we make statements?
Well, it depends. Is there any more testimony from the defense?
God, no, I don't know. God, no. Please just keep Sailor's mouth shut.
Is there any rebuttal evidence from the state?
No, Your Honor. I think our previous evidence speaks for itself.
Okay. Then we'll move on to closing statements. Will the defense be making a closing statement?
You bet your sweet ass.
All right, Mr. Jones.
Better make a goddamn good one, son.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and judge. You know, Mr. Saylor is a decorated law enforcement officer, as I said at the beginning of this court session. I'm not saying that Mr. Saylor done wrong, or didn't do wrong, excuse me. But I would like to point out once again that Mr. Miller's criminal history speaks for itself. It speaks for his credibility as a witness. And the tactics used on Mr. Miller by Mr. Saylor was simply interrogation or scared straight tactics to try and save this young man's life from a life of crime. The interrogation tactics used by Mr. Saylor and Mr. Hughes in the BCSO jail with the dog were once again exactly that. Simple interrogation tactics to try and save this young man from a life of crime. The beating of the vehicle in the river was simply to ensure that the vehicle was not going to be used by Mr. Lamar or another criminal associate to escape the area, and was also beaten to ensure. Well, it was not beaten, but what it looked like to be beaten, it wasn't beaten. Okay, he was not beating the vehicle. He was simply inspecting the vehicle with a thorough search for hidden cavities. That's all it was. Now, what happened in Mission Row PD? Judge, I encourage you to charge this motherfucker to the fullest extent for that. Good day.
Okay.
Sorry, Salem.
Mr. Law,
That
close
was
the
my
statement.
plea deal, you bastard.
You can't do a plea deal when the goddamn
Your Honor,
evidence
if
you
the
submit
defense
for the plea
counsel's done,
incriminates
I
you
would like
further.
Sir. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Honor, I think the video evidence we've seen today has spoken for itself. Trooper Saylor transported the subject, Mr. Miller, against his will all around the city without placing him under arrest. Further, Trooper Saylor intentionally grabbed the subject's hair, struck him multiple times, and began to move his head towards the dash of his vehicle, which would further, the multiple jabs to the subject caused bodily harm, meeting the requirements for battery under the law. Official misconduct was conducted by the subject. He caused unlawful harm to another by preventing the communication of information relating to the commission of a felony, in this case, his own battery against the subject by telling the subject, and I quote, or something to the extent of, my canine runs twice as fast as both of us combined. Don't think about running. Aggravated battery. Subject jabbed Mr. Miller in the throat, screaming right in the jugular.
Fluffy ducks.
A wound to the jugular is no laughing matter, Your Honor. It is likely to cause great bodily injury. Further, he committed assault by putting the subject in a cell with the canine, intentionally causing fear by threat or act.
Fluffy ducks.
And the subject showed he was in reasonable fear for his safety.
Fluffy ducks. Dad.
Trooper Saylor not only damaged the vehicle multiple times that could have been used in an investigation against Mr. Devin Lamar, but also took Trooper Reese's firearm, booked it into evidence as having belonged to Devin Lamar. He attempted to alter, destroy, or conceal or remove any record or document with the purpose to impair the variety or its availability in such a proceeding or investigation that would be brought before this court. Further, with those same actions of hiding the firearm and booking it under this false name, Trooper Saylor gave Trooper Reese aid, knowing that the offender had committed the crime of attempted murder. Your Honor, with these facts that we've submitted, along with the evidence, I believe it speaks to itself that Trooper Saylor is guilty of the crimes we've charged him with.
Thank you, Mr. Law. Having
He's
heard
so
the
fucking
evidence,
guilty.
the court will stand in recess until 8:50 Eastern for deliberations.
He is so guilty.
God, I hope this
All
works.
rise.
Small.
All right, whisper, whisper.
Hey, so curious question: is there like a back entrance to pull him out of, or is he just
Yeah.
out the front door?
Oh, he's going into his office.
No, not the judge. I
He
meant,
left
you know,
after
when you
explosions.
transport him.
Yeah.
Oh no, you go out the front door.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
this is.
Okay.
It's called the perp walk for a reason, sir.
Fries, local joker. Get
Oh god, bro.
God, bro, I need a smoke.
Oh my god. Justice for Chad. Think of Fluffy Ducks, bro. Think of Fluffy Ducks shitting on dead.
Bro, like,
It's fine.
thinking him in my head, oh, it's not good for me.
Okay,
right
we'll
now,
just
dude.
think of Fluffy Ducks and go up in a song. Dancing elephants, something. Hey, look, there's the corrections. Gonna be going away and it's fine.
Oh, dude, they're like already here for him, dude.
Yeah, they've been here the whole time. Gonna be going away and so good. And I mean, honestly, if he doesn't, then the fucking court system has failed us.
You know, the court system fails, dude. Like, somebody better do something, dude. Like, I'm afraid that he's gonna, like, come for me, bro.
I mean, I feel like we should tell someone that after this. Might come for both our mission, body mission.
Right, dude. Like, we need, like, one of those fancy restraining orders or something, dude.
We should go ask.
I mean, we could.
Go talk to her.
Alright, dude.
Hey, Cooper.
Yeah?
I'll let Chad take over.
Hey, Trooper, I was wondering, like, depending on, like, how all this goes, like, if Trooper Sailor doesn't, like, go to prison for, like, the rest of his life, if he gets out, like, I feel like he's gonna, like, come for me and try to kill me for, like, testifying. Can I get, like, one of those fancy restraining order things?
That would be. I can't really say. Well, I would imagine you could, but that would be if and when the time comes.
Alright, cause, like, like, both me and Jackson were, like, there when we reported the thing, and, like, I'm afraid that he's gonna come back for me, and, like, Jackson was just telling me that he feels the same way, like, so, like, you know, like, depending how this goes, dude, like, you know, I'm scared, dude.
Yeah, I'd say don't do anything now because it is only temporary. It's not something that can be enforced for like years on end. But I'd say if he does end up getting out, and if at that time he does come after you, you have every right to file for one.
it.
Alright, well.
At least try and heal. One extreme. Let's see.
That's prejudice.
Had any impact on my deliberation?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Right. Yeah, I
See,
know it's
he's
correct.
talking
I'm
now.
the guy that was deliberating. All right, let's all come to order. Is there any motions from the state or defense?
Your Honor, we're asking for maximum sentencing.
Okay. Any,
Your Honor.
any
we're
motions from the defense?
Yeah, we're asking to remember Mr. Saylor's service to his state, the legitimate legal service that
The
he
restraining
provided
order
to his
versus the
state.
police would be good.
And
All right.
Never get
yeah.
harassed.
Okay.
God
Ever
have
again.
mercy on your soul, Sailor. Good luck.
All right, I appreciate it. Mr. Saylor, if you'll rise.
Yeah, I'm standing.
All right, as to count one, false imprisonment in violation of San Andreas Statute 787.02, I find you not guilty. As to count
The
two, battery in violation of San Andreas Statute 784.03, I find you guilty. As to count three, official misconduct in violation of San Andreas Statute 838.022, I find you guilty. As to count four, aggravated battery in violation of San Andreas Statute 784.045, I find you guilty. As to count four, assault in violation of San Andreas Statute 784.011, I find you guilty. As to count six, tampering with or fabricating physical evidence in violation of San Andreas Statute 918.13, I find you not guilty. As to count seven, tampering with or fabricating physical evidence in violation of San Andreas Statute 918.13, I find you not guilty. As to count eight, accessory after the fact of attempted murder in violation of San Andreas Statute 777.03, I find you not guilty.
What?
At this time, I will remand you into the custody of the San Andreas Department of Corrections, and we will proceed to sentencing. And we will proceed
Damn
to
you!
sentencing.
Hey,
beat
Mr.
you.
Sailor.
No! No, dude, like, get him
Mr.
away
Sailor.
from me! Get him away from me,
Stop.
dude!
Mr. Sailor.
Shoot
can you
him!
Get back
Shoot
up.
him! He's
Step
trying to
this
kill
way
me!
Now.
Miller, come here. Miller, come here.
Sailor.
Miller, come here.
I'm getting out of there.
Your Honor.
Damn,
Don't you
Sailor,
move,
couldn't even
Mr.
hit the
Sailor.
right
Face,
button.
face toward the wall now.
It's not over, Chad.
It's over, sir.
It's
Stop
not
making
over,
just had
Chad.
to
I know
run.
where you live.
Bitch, he just had to.
It's not over.
It is over,
You're
Mr.
going away
Sailor.
for life,
It's
Sailor!
not over, Chad.
Bailiffs,
Your
bailiffs,
Honor, are you handling this with criminal
He's-
contempt,
I've got a hold
or
of
do I
him.
need to file charges?
Mr. Miller.
bailiffs, please
Sit on the
bring
left,
Mr.
sir.
Sailor back before the court.
Moving.
This isn't over.
Out of the way, people.
Clear the
did I
way.
come
Clear
back
the
to?
way. Clear the way.
Clear a hole. Make a hole. Make a hole.
Oh
Make a
god,
hole.
I'm next to Nox. Hi. Hi,
Okay.
Nox.
Mr. Sailor, I also find you guilty of court count 9, criminal contempt of court.
Oh god, I'm at the
And I
cops now.
find- Well, yeah.
Oh
I'll just
no!
stop there.
I'm
You
at
are
the
further
cops
remanded
now.
into San Andreas Department of Corrections. We'll proceed to sentencing.
It isn't over, Chad.
You go to prison for life, dude!
I got
Chad,
out.
shut up.
Okay, you can bring Mr. Sailor back.
Sir.
Please keep him cuffed, but bring him back to defense table.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Law, what are we
Standard.
looking at in terms of sentencing here? We've got a guilty on counts 3, 4, 5,
I don't
3,
tone
2,
alarm
3,
us.
4, and 5.
It's a nice boot you got on, brother.
I'm sorry, sir. Could you repeat that? I heard someone else.
I understand. I'm asking for your advisement of what we're looking at on sentencing, being that we've guilty to counts 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Dude, we literally just spoke about that outside as well.
Run.
Well, Mel, your body cam's on, right?
Yeah.
Your Honor, just to make sure I'm right, it's going to be battery, official misconduct, aggravated battery, and assault.
Correct.
1 second, Your Honor.
And criminal contempt.
I was doing him a favor.
1 second, Your Honor. I'm pulling out my
Sir.
calculator.
Keep
I
your mouth
understand.
closed,
And
please.
Mr. Jones, if you're going to have an opinion on this, go ahead and get that opinion ready.
Mr. Jones has no opinion. He'd like to resign as counsel.
I paid your ass.
I won't permit that at this time. You have to remain as counsel at the time.
No, it's fine, but I'm resigning as soon as court's over.
That's fine.
I hope you don't get on the force.
Mr. Sailor.
God damn.
Why am I losing? Why am I missing half?
Mr. Miller, you go over.
Out the way. Let's go. Time's ticking.
Hey, do I only have half my? Yeah, I know, right? Amber
Your
doesn't
Honor.
seem too concerned about
Yes.
Chad's life or my
Are there
life.
any more cases for tonight?
Like shit.
I would be surprised. I don't think there are.
Okay.
No,
thank
there
you,
are
sir.
no further cases, Your Honor. It's going to be 15 years or a fine of not to exceed 42,000, Your Honor. We're asking that the defendant be remanded for custody for the term of 15 years.
All right. Mr. Sailor, would you like to say anything on your behalf in regards to sentencing?
No.
All right. I hereby remand you into the custody of the San Andreas Department of Corrections for a term not to exceed 15 years.
Why do I have half health?
Effective
Did I have half health
immediately.
earlier?
The DOC, you're free to take him away.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Spicy my car. Don't forget my car.
Yeah, I got you.
Mr.
Bye,
Sailor, did you
Sylvia,
bring a
Bottom
jacket
Book
with you
Soul.
today?
No, I actually didn't.
Okay, well, then you're coming
Unfortunately,
out
because
here
I don't
then.
know where one's at.
Corrections 211, be ready. We're
Because you know the
transporting one out.
governor.
Let's see.
Unless there's
Corrections,
any
I'm just
further
gonna follow
matters
you out.
before the court will
I might have had half health this whole time.
adjourn for the day. Court dismissed.
Who do I talk to
Your Honor,
to
the
get
state
like a
thanks you for-
restraining order? Because like I feel like he's gonna try and kill me when he gets out of prison, dudes.
Come see me. I'll be out in my cruiser.
Okay.
Good job, Chad. Good riddance.
Mr. Hopkins,
Yes.
we'll have you testify at a
All right.
Mr. Reese's trial. I don't think we'll need
I'll
you.
have
We
that,
didn't need you for this one.
Down for you.
Well, that was both satisfying and disappointing.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that the other charges were
The false
not
imprisonment.
guilty and not guilty. That fucker was guilty as sin.
Yeah.
He's live PD, sir.
I mean, the
You're not
bashing
important
with
enough,
the
I guess,
stick
to
is
get
easy
the,
enough
to
to
get the
eliminate, but dumping it in the ocean.
I hope somebody
Yeah.
runs over that.
Sir,
fat
do you want to
bastard right
cross here and just have him stay on that side?
Yeah, we could do that. That's fine.
Okay.
Buzz, hold.
Yeah.
Enjoy prison.
You know what I didn't bring?
Sir, stay back.
My goddamn taser.
I'm just gonna go get my car.
Officers, thank you for your time today. We appreciate your service.
Yeah, no problem, man.
As always, if you ever need anything from the district
I'll walk
attorney's
with you.
office, feel free to reach out.
A pleasure.
Okay, cool.
Tenfold.
Peace. Yeah, we got this
And
bitch.
spicy.
Appreciate you, sir.
What's up?
Pity.
Mr. Miller,
What?
if you're in need of anything else from
disappointed
my
in you.
office, feel free to reach out to the district
I
attorney's
can't
office.
comment at this
All
time.
right, like
Yep.
so, like, who do I gotta talk to get like a restraining order? I'm afraid when he gets out of prison, he's gonna come after me and like kill me or something, dude.
You want to talk to the investigating detective, badge
Okay.
number 381?
That would be O'Malley, right?
O'Malley. Deputy
Yeah,
O'Malley,
okay.
yes.
I think I heard him say come talk to him in his cruiser. I just gotta find where he went to.
One of those two deputies should be able to help you.
All right.
Yo, I'm kind of curious.
Good job, prosecutor.
Thank you.
Hey, quick question.
Yes.
Since he got arrested, does that mean what he arrested me? Wow,
Oh.
Can't get you up.
I was wondering. I saw you at.
Sir, I'm
last
prosecutor. You're
recession
going to want to
on it.
consult with the defense
Well,
attorney. Giving
I
you
don't-
advice is not within my best interest. Because I represent the state, you're not the state, sir. I can't create a client attorney privilege between the two of us.
Oh,
My
I'll
advice
become-
to you is to find defense counsel and retain defense counsel and speak.
oh,
with
where's
them.
Mudburn?
I would suggest you find better defense counsel.
Yeah, I would suggest you
I'll do
find
that
someone
next
other than Mudbo, dude.
Where's Mudburn? where
I'll
did
get out of your way.
O'Malley go? O'Malley go. I have no idea what the fuck. What the
Yeah,
heck
it's
did...
fine. I'm just I'm going home now. So thank you anyway.
All right.
Got away
And,
with it.
Good luck with
Is this
whatever
cool?
happens after this.
Yeah. I heard some people that things will happen.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
All right. Well, stay safe
luck.
wherever you're going.
Yeah, you too.
Half health. Yeah. That's probably why I have half health. Healthy lifestyle. That's probably it. Well, I'm gonna have Jackson. Exiting. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Put my hat back on. Well, no one's noticed anything yet.
Wait, he is the sheriff. Do you think it's this one?
Oh. Good. No one's in here.
I don't know where he went then, dude.
I don't know either, bro.
Well, I texted him, dude, so, like, he should be around, maybe, like, I'll be able to, like, talk to him about it, dude, but, like, you know, dude, like, when he gets out of prison, dude, like, I feel like he's coming for me, dude.
Well, if he can't find you, he's gonna try to come after me and get me to snitch on you.
Yeah, dude.
Like, we're both in this shit, because we both fucking went and snitched on it. God, bro.
Well, like, I texted him, but, like, I don't know where he went.
And can he, like, meet us in Mission?
Maybe? I don't know.
We want to go back to Mission already?
Not really, dude.
Want to go to... We don't really... After this, good. I don't think anyone's gonna...
Bro, I do not want to go back to Mission, bro. Like,
Dude,
especially not after yesterday, dude.
Yeah,
dude.
but bro, if anyone was to notice what we did
Bro,
yesterday,
you're
they would
still.
have fucking noticed
I was gonna
me.
say you're dressed exactly the same as yesterday.
No, they're not that smart,
a chance,
bro.
dude. Not a chance, dude.
They're not that smart. I mean, come on, the fucking courts didn't get fucking
Yeah,
Sailor
dude.
guilty on everything. Like, the fuck?
I mean, they should have had him on the false imprisonment, dude.
They
Like,
should have had him on it, like, everything. There was enough evidence, sir.
yeah, dude. Like, it's kind of bullshit, to be honest, dude.
Like, fuck. I kinda have a flight booked to go.
Like, dude, I need to get on a flight to
You
somewhere
need to get
else.
a flight
Like,
as well.
like
Oh, wait, are we getting on the same flight?
yeah, I think we are. Are you taking a flight to Orange County, dude?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, yeah, I'm taking a flight there myself, bro.
Oh, who's this in the... Who's this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll get it figured out, dude. Like,
I mean, we
I
can
know,
do it, like, tomorrow or something, so...
yeah, like we know O'Malley's the guy to
Yeah.
call, dude.
Alright, I'm just gonna run back to my house if you wanna stay there for now. Although now Sailor's in jail, you should be
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'll stay at your place because if he does, when he does get out of prison, you know, he knows where I live, dude. Like, you heard him, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he tried kicking you, and I think he got me. So.
But like, dude, like, what if he knows where you live too, dude?
Nah, I don't have the address that I live at on the on my record, so.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Yeah, I put a random address on my record, so you know. I throw them off that way as well. If he stabs Chad, might as well stab Jackson as well. Yeah, seriously. If he goes after Chad, he might as well go after Jackson. Because Jackson will not be afraid to fucking shoot him. And now Jackson can't get arrested for attempted murder of an alio. Oh god.
You know, I could have ran right up to the fucking hotel instead.
Yeah, I know. We both could have. But, you know, we didn't.
We're not the smartest fucking criminals.
Well, no. Jackson's kind of smart.
I don't know.
No, when it comes to getting away with shit, he's smart. He knows how to get away with shit and how to shit.
Okay, but when it comes to planning shit.
When it comes to planning where he should. Oh fuck! Almost got put out by a fucking local.
On my screen, you got plowed.
No, I almost did.
Oh, you got fully plowed on my screen.
I normally chill in this little cutout. Ugh, let's take that flight. So, are we? Session up.
Alright, you ready to take a flight over there?
Yep. Oh, I thought David updated the server. I was like, ooh. Ooh. Happy. Don't have to convert. Oh my god.
No, but we have to convert, don't we? Damn it, Dave.
I got happy for a second. It's like, ooh. Yes, Dave.
Damn it.
Dave did a thing.
Update.
I mean, fuck, your chat is actually taking a flight.
I think that's the right account info. Yes.
Yeah. Shit, for God. we're good. Yes, I did not have a dirty to put. Oh, good, dude.